Obi-Wan Kenobi and 30,000 of every Star Wars army are facing the Warhammer 40k Ultramarines and 300,000 of every Warhammer 40k army. And they are facing Sauron and 3 million of every Lord of the Rings army. This is going to be the battle between 3 insane franchises. Let's get right on into it, baby. Alrighty then, gamers, just for a quick overview of the battle before we begin, we have Sauron over here with 1 million elf spearmen, 1 million Gondorian archers, and 1 million uruk-hai. Then over here for the Warhammer 40k units, I don't know all the units super well, but these are like Chaos Marines, I think, or like Sorcerer Marines, something like that. We've got Chainsaw Chaos Marine dudes over here. You guys are probably cringing right now at my naming. Cadian Imperial Guardsmen right over that way. Here are the Ultra Space Marines right there. And then some Dwarves, as well as, I believe these are Kriegsmarines right here. Then for the Star Wars armies, I actually know Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. I don't really know Warhammer, if you couldn't tell. We have Stormtrooper units. We have 2 12th Clone Trooper units, and Kenobi is leading them right there. Then we do have B1 battle droids, as well as super battle droids, B2s, AAT tanks over here. Then we've got BX commando droids, as well as finally rebel fleet troopers. So it should be an awesome battle. Let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, boys, let's go ahead and press start right here and go in slow-mo for the start, because things are going to be pretty crazy. Now, there are only 30,000 Star Wars units, and the units kind of tier up depending on the strength of the faction. So the reason there's only 30,000 Star Wars units versus like 300,000 Warhammer 40k units is that the Star Wars units are almost all ranged units, and they just have better health, better equipment, better pizza, and so they're just ultimately worth more per soldier, and so therefore they have less soldiers overall, because we're trying to kind of balance this thing out a little bit at the very least. Now, I understand Warhammer as like a franchise has the most this mix between OP and overpowered. They have the most overpowered armies. Like, if they were to go into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they would destroy Earth in a second. If they were to go in the Star Wars universe, same result. Lord of the Rings, absolutely. That's just my understanding, is that their universe is just filled to the brim with like OP stuff, which is really fun. I actually think that's pretty cool, to just the idea that they're just gods amongst men. So correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know a ton about Warhammer 40k, but that's what I've learned from you guys basically overall. And then of course we have 3 million Lord of the Rings units, which is a big step up from the other two factions, because while I love Lord of the Rings, and it is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite franchises after revisiting it this year and rereading the books and stuff like that, just appreciating it as an adult versus as a kid, while I absolutely love it, it is the weakest of all of them. Look, they don't even have a kill yet, and they're fighting dwarves. The dwarves do have 1,500 health apiece. These uruk-hai have 250, so they're much weaker. But yeah, it's pretty tough to be in the Lord of the Rings army right now. Although Sauron is very powerful. He was a beast when we did Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings, so I have a feeling he'll probably be kind of a beast now. Either way, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out a ton in the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're working our way towards the big 600k, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more. Either way, those Ultramarines back here, let's go into normal speed, by the way, they are firing away quite nicely. They're getting a lot of shots off, and you might notice they have explosive fire. I think the Ultramarines are the strongest unit on the battlefield right now, besides maybe Sauron or something like that. But yeah, they fire explosive rounds, which seems to be wiping the floor with a lot of these uruk-hai. Hey, they got a kill! Lord of the Rings, up to 2 kills now. Oh, God. Of course, most of their archers are further back, I believe. Yeah, there's the Gondor archers right there. So once these guys get to the front and really start firing out, although they are firing out a little bit, but those are probably going short. Those are going very short. Those are missing completely. Well, when they get to the front lines, they might actually start doing a little bit more. Then over here, wait, Sauron, I have a feeling, is probably out here. Yeah, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself. He's going in, baby. He's going in hard and fast against some B2 super battle droids. Let's see. He should get some kills. There you go. There you go, buddy. He's got I think he has like 1 million health or something. Oh, he has 500,000 health, and it's already halfway gone. So he needs his armies to get up here and start distracting pretty soon. Here's the Elvish army right here. They're coming on in, so hopefully they can get some kills and provide some backup for Sauron, who may very well die very quickly here. Oh, by the way, where's Kenobi? I wanted Kenobi. These are all B2s, and they are getting involved with some of these Chaos Marines. Oy vey. Look at that. Oh my god. Well, these guys actually do have armor, and I'm noticing a lot of shots are rebounding back into the Star Wars units, so that might mean that the Warhammer 40k units here are a little tougher than before. That could be pretty big, although the Star Wars units do already have 137,000 kills, and meanwhile, the Warhammer 40k units only have 75,000 kills, and the Lord of the Rings units have an abysmal 120 kills. So yes, there are tiers to these types of things. Here are the B1 battle droids. They're backing up a little bit as these Chaos Marines sort of engulf the B2s and the 212th Clone Trooper Legion over here, as well as some of the Stormtroopers. So yeah, actually, Warhammer 40k doing really, really well. I did send some of their beefier units up against the Star Wars units, and that rebounding fire is killing a lot of these Star Wars units as well. So that might be why they're doing so well right off the rip here. But I don't know, hopefully the Star Wars units can hang in there. They are kind of completely surrounded. Here are some of those BX Commando droids. They'll do pretty well. They do have 5,600 health. These guys have 8,000 health apiece. They're melee only, though, which is a pretty big drawback. And then, of course, we've got the AATs over here, as well as some more, what are these, B1s, I'm guessing? Yeah, more B1s. They're a little bit cowardly. I don't even know what happened to the Obi-Wan, the Kenobster. Unless that's him right there. No, that's a B1. Just randomly find him on the battlefield. He could have gone into the fortress. I sort of put all these units around a fortress to see if anyone would go in, because I thought that'd be really cool. And it looks like the Lord of the Rings units are, and oh, they're gonna go fight some Warhammer units over here. Yeah, these are like the Sorcerer Marines or something. God, I don't know. I always intend to learn, and then I never do. My goodness. Well, the Star Wars units are actually gonna lose pretty quick here. What are these weird lines out here? What the heck is that? Well, I don't know. Yeah, but the Star Wars units are getting completely engulfed by Warhammer units here. Look at this. This is a tiny little patch of Star Wars resistance still alive. This is not looking good. It's mainly BX Commando droids, which are some of the stronger units that Star Wars has to offer. Yikes! And then the AATs over here, who were fighting the Lord of the Rings units over here, well, they're having to pivot their attention this way as more of these Chaos Marines come on in. Yikes, dude! And then, I wonder if Sauron lived. I don't know. I kind of don't think he did. Oh, we got Elves versus the Chaos Marines now. Yeah, go Elves! That's baller. And we have more B2s and AATs over here, still fighting some of these Lord of the Rings units. So the Lord of the Rings units, man, I feel like they do have a chance. A slim chance, especially if the Star Wars units go down super fast. Because I feel like if they're fighting the melee units of Warhammer, they could overwhelm them. Of course, Warhammer still does have, I mean, they've got those Acadian Guardsmen, right? Who are somewhere. I don't know, maybe they all went this way? Yeah, there's a lot of folks over here fighting the uruk-hai. Yeah, there's some of those guardsmen. And then the Kriegsmarine should be out here too somewhere. I don't know where exactly. Some more guardsmen. Where are the Kriegsmarine? I don't know. But yeah, all these guys are fighting against the hordes of uruk-hai out this way. Lord of the Rings units currently have 2.2 million survivors, and they've killed 645 enemies. This is crazy. Warhammer is really OP, man. Holy cow. Alright, in the past, Warhammer has gone down to Star Wars, like, relatively easily. Oh, there's some of the Kriegsmarine right there. And then the Ultramarines, I'm sure, are still out here. Yeah, I think these might be them. Yeah, there are some of those Ultramarines. But in this instance, it seems like Warhammer is managing to kind of curb stomp Star Wars. Yeah, the Star Wars pile of BXs over here grows smaller and smaller. Oh, man. Yeah, poor Star Wars. Star Wars units do still have the most kills. They have 561,000 kills. So they're number one in kills by a factor of 2. The Warhammer units just passed 300k. So Star Wars units, if they had like double their soldiers, if instead of 30,000 I had given them 60,000, they might have actually won here. You know, like they're getting a crazy amount of kills. There's a lot of value for how small they are, but sadly they are going to go down. Now we have the second front over here between Warhammer and Lord of the Rings, as these Marines over here are fighting against the elvish spearmen now. My goodness. So, yeah, I feel bad for Star Wars, man. Why don't we time-lapse the last of these BX commandos here? They're all going to go down, but we might as well watch them go down. There we go. The Star Wars is all but dead. They've got 50 soldiers left alive. I think they're like glitched out in the great beyond over this way with the weird disco lights. I don't know where they are. Yeah, there's a couple commando droids out here and stuff. But Star Wars units ended up with 603,000 kills. They're actually still getting a crazy number of kills. Who's getting all these kills for the Star Wars units? What? How are they still getting so many kills so fast? Is Obi-Wan alive somewhere? I'm genuinely a little bit confused. I mean, there are B1s out here firing away, and they might be getting a couple kills. I mean, probably nothing crazy. These AATs are dead. Well, like, Obi-Wan has to be alive somewhere, right? How else are they getting all these kills? How is the Star Wars army still getting kills? It's making no sense. I'm actually very confused, very perplexed. I'm looking for like maybe a single soldier surrounded by other soldiers, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't know how 4 Star Wars units are getting these kills. That's really bizarre. But either way, as you can see, it's Lord of the Rings versus Warhammer now. Star Wars ended up with 620,000 kills. Very impressive stuff. Meanwhile, Warhammer has 569,000 kills. Very impressive as well. Now, Lord of the Rings. They only have 2,000 kills. They have to get through 250,000 Warhammer units. It's quite a lot. They have 1.7 million soldiers remaining. And they are going ham. And they are trying their hardest. And I am praying for them. And I hope they can do it. Because I would love to see Lord of the Rings finally win one of these. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it would be really, really awesome. So, let's time-lapse a little bit of this melee action we got going between uruk-hai and the dwarves and some marines. Alright, Warhammer units have made some fairly good gains here. They're almost up to 1 million kills now. And Lord of the Rings is at 4,218. Ooh, we might have to do this again and buff Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, because we just need an effort to defeat Warhammer, who is just dominating. All right, let's check the other side of the battlefield. At least the Gondorian archers are in range now, and like they're doing some hellfire. But most of the arrows are hitting right here. What is that? Are they? Actually, most aren't in range. I'm seeing like 3 arrows hitting the enemies, and the rest are still going in their own lines. God, Oh, look at this. Warhammer units take back the entrance to the castle here and are fighting uruk-hai over this way. Not good. At least there are some arrows going over here too. That's good, I guess. And then over here, the elf meisters still fighting. They're fighting mainly marines over here. Very few dwarves. It's tough. Let's time lapse. Let's do just the overhead and watch the lines come in. Yeah, we're about to have the fattest L for the Lord of the Rings units. They've gotten 11,000 kills now. That's great, but they only have 200,000 soldiers left, so yeah, that's rough. This is so sad. I mean, now they've pretty much just got archers up on this little mountain. It's like all they've got. Oh man, it's really sad. Oh, I feel so bad. Ugh. Alright. Let's time-lapse their demise, and then we're gonna run this back and double the Star Wars and Lord of the Rings units. And there we go. Warhammer units win. Star Wars units had 800,000 kills. Warhammer, 2.1 million. Lord of the Rings, 12,000. Let's run it back. Okay, boys, still 300,000 Warhammer units, 117,000 Star Wars units now, and 6 million Lord of the Rings units. I've also put Sauron on the front lines near Warhammer, just because last time we didn't really get to see him fight, and we're definitely tracking where Kenobi goes this time around, because that needs to be seen. So we're basically just trying to defeat Warhammer now. Star Wars and Lord of the Rings are still enemies, but I buffed both of them and kept Warhammer the same, of course. Alright, so Kenobi is heading this way with the 212. We'll check on him in a second, because I'm sure he won't go away. I want to see Sauron over here, because he should be fighting the Warhammer units over here. And there he is! Yes, he out there fighting the dwarves along with the uruk-hai. Yeah, my boy! Look at that king! He should have won, man. You know, he should have gotten the ring. Okay. Let's go back to Kenobi now. You can see the amount of firepower Star Wars is toting right now. They've already got 250,000 kills, which is kind of insane. So Kenobi should be right around here, marching on forward. Unless he's sprinted ahead, but I don't think he has. No, I don't believe so. He's kind of the same speed as the Star Wars units, so there's that going for him. Where is he? Oh my god, did I lose him again? It's so hard to... I wish we could just, like, skip to him. It's so hard to find him. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Oh, I might have made a mistake going and looking at Sauron. I just wanted to see. Ugh. He's definitely not fighting any elves, so he's still in this group of folk. I believe. Yeah, I just can't find him. He's still in this Star Wars group. He has yet to advance too far forward because I don't see any melee interaction with the elves, and yeah. So right now, the Lord of the Rings units are already down to 5 million. That's crazy, dude. That's freaking crazy. There's those Ultramarines spamming fire into the uruk-hai over this way. Is Sauron still alive? He didn't go down this fast, did he? No. I think they killed Sauron. I don't see him. Bro. What the heck? The Ultramarines must have just, like, zoned in on him or something. Because that's the only way I see him dying that easily. Alright, let's see Warhammer versus Star Wars now. This is where it's really going to matter. Alright, they're getting charged once again by these Chaos Marines. But this time around, they're getting butchered. Chaos Marines are being kept at bay, which is good. Why don't we time-lapse this? Because this was the main event at the beginning last time, so it should be pretty cool. Right now, Star Wars has 800,000 kills. Warhammer has 100,000. Lord of the Rings has 162. Okay. Well, the Warhammer units actually did break through the Star Wars units pretty good here. Maybe the Warhammer units got like a big buff or something, because I don't know, they seem a lot better this time around. Now we have Star Wars units over here turning around, and they're not paying attention to the Lord of the Rings units over here who got massacred. Look at these swamplands covered in dead Warhammer units. My god. There's still 3 million. Oh my god, the Star Wars units are all the way up here. And they're actually getting killed a lot by these arrows from Gondor. Wow. Well, the Star Wars units are still the champs of killing, because they have 2.4 million kills. The Warhammer units only have 614,000. That's a pretty considerable difference. Oh, jeez. This is crazy. Well, maybe Lord of the Rings can make something happen here, because they really need to. Oh my god, I don't know. Well, with Star Wars out of the picture in just a matter of seconds, it's going to be the exact same result as before, because there's still only 2.5 million Lord of the Rings units left. And there's still 300,000. Oh my god, yeah, there's still, well, 287,000 Warhammer units left, so they've lost about 60,000. Let's restart and give the Star Wars units even more, because this is going to be the same result as last time. Alright, boys, the final instance of this battle. Let's see if we can topple the Warhammer Empire. We still only have 200,000 Star Wars units versus 320,000 Warhammer units, so Star Wars is still overpowered a little bit in terms of numbers. If we really wanted to overpower Warhammer, it would be equal, but I still don't think they're equals. I think Star Wars should be able to do a difference here. Maybe Lord of the Rings will win? No, it's probably not gonna. But it would be awesome if it did. Alright, let's see. Let's time-lapse this and just see. Come on, Star Wars, come on! Defeat Warhammer. Okay, let's see. Let's see. It's still like dead Star Wars units. There are many left alive over here, though. This could be good. This could be good. Look at this. Holy cow, there's a lot of fire going out, dude. Holy cow, dude. Look, these guys are so powerful. Look at that. Holy smokes. How much health do they have? 8k. They're doing all that? That's crazy. But we still have a ton of Star Wars units. There's 100,000 Star Wars units left alive. Many more are over here, burning through Lord of the Rings units. 3.6 million of them remaining. They've gotten 3,100 kills. Star Wars has gotten 1.75 million kills, and Warhammer has gotten 376,000 kills. My goodness. My goodness. I think Sauron's probably dead. R.I.P. to the boy. Rip, rip, potato chip. Oh my god. Well, I think we should still keep our eyes on Star Wars versus Warhammer, because that's going to be the real difference maker here. So, if this large pocket of fire extinguishes, it's over for Star Wars. Dang, dude. Warhammer burst through Star Wars. Maybe Warhammer is better than Star Wars now, man. Maybe there's been a shift in tides. Either way, Lord of the Rings units over here getting crushed. There's only 160,000 of them left. This is a weird mix of Star Wars and Warhammer over here. Where the goddamn Lord of the Rings dudes? There, them rings. Nice. Alright, they're still firing bows, so they're getting a few kills. They got 33,000 kills. I mean, that's something. There's some uruk-hai over here, too. And some more Chaos Marines and stuff like that. So, oh my god, what a disaster. Let's watch the end of the Lord of the Rings units getting killed here. Alright, well, Warhammer 40k wins again. I don't know what to say. Do we need to redo this? Let me know in the comment section below. They're too good. They clearly, I think they got buffed or something, because before they were not this good. Star Wars curb stomped them previously, and now they're so much better. Alright, let me know in the comments. Either way, I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video.
Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.